So, watched a movie yesterday. Been really into cinema for the longest, but yesterday I watched a French movie from Agnes Varda called The Vagabond. Super good. Um, just some like artistic way of approaching the idea of film from a female perspective, or I mean that was filmed in the 80s, like 84 or 85, and the lead actress is super good. But watching like the special features really broke down where the director was going with it, and just like her influence of dirt and the vagabond lifestyle, and her approach to filmmaking, her ideas of what she wanted and how to find people. She used like a bunch of people who weren't even like real actors, just people of the area where she was filming. Super cool. Probably check it out. It's kind of rare, I guess. At least I'd never heard of it till recently. I've heard of Agnes Varda, but I think that's the first movie I've seen from her. Super good. I don't know, for some reason I think female filmmakers are just so good at what they do. They just push a different idea, different way, especially like super older films. It's almost like they didn't have a chance, but they just showed you everything they had, put all their cards on the table, and it worked out well for a lot of them. On a side note, I read that there was 800 inmates in the California prison system, I believe in Soledad, that took their prison wages and gave them to a kid that they did not know to go to college. And I wanted to bring it up because I think I'm assuming that they just did it because they thought it was right and wanted to help any way they could, probably based on their circumstances or maybe what they'd done before to help, be better. And I think for some reason, like, people should, when doing things like that, right? When you do something that nobody knows about and it's just to help somebody else and you make it happen, and especially while you're in prison or, third world country, or sick or ill, or unable to provide for yourself, you should be able to get merit, or not merit, but at least like points, right? Like just like, man, that guy is an awesome human being. Look what he did above and beyond anything he was supposed to do or could have done. Also with that, I feel when in the opposite position, when you're the president, the pope, leader of a company, a position of power, even if it's minuscule, Boy Scout, the dude in your team or whatever, and they take advantage of that for greed, lust, sin, that it should be like 10 times worse than that is good when you're giving, right? So like if you're giving, you like high five, and let's just say on a 10-point scale, it's worth 7, but then when you do bad, it's worth like -14, right? Just to kind of push people that are in those positions not to do bad and hold them more accountable, because they get the opportunity to be in those positions and they just have to live up to it, which seems, people obviously do, but you just hear about so many people that don't. Really irks me. So that being said, speaking of brownie points, made some brownies today. Usually don't make brownies, don't really bake, but I found a recipe, and I made brownies with sweet potatoes, molasses, almond butter, and pecans. And dude, it's next level. No refined sugar. Really good. If you look it up, it's like healthy brownies. You can find it online or something similar. But it's kind of neat to find, a baked goodie that wasn't just pure trash. And then I heard on Lifetime Channel, the network, which previously I've only known because I used to sell Dish Network and DirecTV, and like Lifetime Network was available in one of the packages. But what you would always hear was, oh, Lifetime Channel, the one that teaches you how to kill your wife or kill your husband? More kill your husband than kill your wife. And so they have a Bio Pic about Salt-N-Pepa. So shout out to the DJs. I guess they've excluded Spinderella from the Bio Pic, which is preposterous. Now, music in general is this weird ensemble of people and creatures and people trying to make stuff out of nothing, and dreams and passions and belief in yourself and some auditory signal that will create fans. And they're Salt-N-Pepa made great music. pinnacle female musicians in hip hop, but the woman empowerment, right? And to leave Spinderella out of the Bio Pic on a major network, or I don't know if they're considered major, but they're on a network that you can turn your TV to, and they're on TV pretty regularly, and they have a lot of shows. And they're big. They got a lot of money, and they left her out is baloney. It's ridiculous. You need to check yourself, Lifetime. It's not fair. Shout out to the DJs. You don't get enough credit. On a side note, want you to think, attain how to be the best you. Meaning, helping the world. Just be the best you. Honesty, integrity, functioning without being sensuous and overpowering, lustful, deceit, greed, and just constantly about yourself. Be the best you. Help those around, your friends, family, government, whatever it is. I mean, it's ridiculous, but try and function to be the best you. And to add on top of that, one of the ways to be the best you, I feel, is reading. Read everything you can, what you like, what you don't like, stories, true stories, fiction, nonfiction, biographies, self-help, and I think that truly is what will help make the world a better place.